What's up, guys? This is Siren Frost. How you guys doing today? I haven't done any of these kind of videos for at least less than a week now, because last week or last Monday we didn't do a tournament fight at all. So that's what kind of slowed this process down a little bit. And plus, of course, you know me, I'm always very busy with work and shit, and work's been kind of pretty much fucking hectic. So that's underneath the dreads right now. But tonight, well, actually, the last video I actually did do was the Orlando shooting kind of thing. And you guys can go ahead and check out that video, because I did have a lot to say about that video, and trust me, maybe it wasn't good for you, or was it kind of bad, or who the fuck cares, whatever. So tonight I just want to bring up a topic that, you know, kind of got to me last night and gave me a little bit of thought. It involves about deck building ideals. So this is kind of what we call a vlog episode of, you know, this and that, but it's like deck building ideals. I guess you can probably say that, or the key cards. What started this what started with this whole thing is me and my friend Jaden. We've been talking last night, and well, actually, maybe a couple nights ago, and for some, you know, I guess it's fair to say, you know, for some reason, you know, it never came up to my attention until now. Do anybody ever try to tell you at your locals that you need to run a certain card that maybe help you win games, and you know, you take this out and play this instead because it wins games for you? Well, that just kind of happened right now. I didn't notice it until now that each and every one of us, me, Jaden, and his two teammates, Christian and Sam, have all gone through a certain point in our life, or a certain point in our Vanguard careers, that someone has tried to tell us that the way we're building our decks is maybe a little bit wrong, and maybe we're missing some key cards in it. So, I'll start with myself, because this is my video, and I think I'm entitled to speak my mind out first. Someone from my locals told me that about Oracle Think Tank, that you have to run the Silent Toms. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. Silent Tom is a very good card, but you don't really need him off the bat. I mean, everyone's like all on the hype in the bandwagon, you know, saying that you need to run. If they're trying to think that if you're a real Oracle Think Tank player, you have to run Silent Toms in all your Oracle Think Tank decks. Well, unfortunately, that's not true. It's like, I don't even run the boosted units that goes with each clan. Like, you know, like Gladiolus, Squadmaker Vampire, or this one for Oracle Think Tank, a Diviner. But I don't know, guys. Personally, for me, Silent Tom, I can't afford Silent Toms. Because, one, I can't do online shopping because I don't know how the fuck do it. And second of all, I just don't really think Silent Tom is really that relevant in all decks. Yes, he can help you from, you know, prevent your opponent from going from with grade zeros, like yeah, just like a Silent Tom, you know, let's put it that way. But he's only an 8k attacker. And as far as I'm concerned is, all the decks that I've been using are nothing. I took out all the 8k attackers. I took them out. I even took out Giva, who was a 7k attacker, as a grade 2 out of my Shadow Paladins. Yes, she helps with discard a card and draw 2 cards, that's true, but you know, you need to exterminate the field as much as you can, or spam the field as much as you can with high 9k attackers. I mean, because that's just the thing how I'm used to. And for some reason, I don't know why this thing here was just, there it goes. Okay. But, the thing is, we sometimes don't need certain cards, like, to make a deck better. Like, I don't need Silent Toms for Oracle Think Tank, nor would I ever need, well, I think Pelmons are pretty much okay right there. Just like, in my Angel Feathers also, I don't really use Null Seal that much. Yes, I have a Null Seal deck, but I don't play Null Seal all that much. Gabriel has earned my respect more than Null Seal has. But as far as Silent Tom goes, you know, sure, you can intercept with him all you want, and he does help you. But when it comes to your opponent's turn, Yeah, like, Silent Tom is not much on the field for that long. He only helped you for, like, that one turn kill kind of thing. But I'm not trying to say that to all you Oracle players that he's a bad card. You guys can go ahead and use him. Like, I don't fucking care. But I have other cards at my disposal I rather much use because that's just how I prefer. Like, I just gave up my last Silent Tom to someone in Texas because he's giving me some good stuff. So, there goes Silent Tom. Go buy for that one. Now, as with Jaden, as far as Jaden goes, I think at one point he had an issue with one of the judges that was trying to call him out on, playing a certain kind of units. Like, I forgot what it was. Jaden was playing, this was all happening, like, last year at Teen League when he and his team went to regionals there, or Teen League. Apparently, each person, and even on YouTube itself, these three got harassed for many reasons. One, everyone was trying to complain about Christian not playing 4 copies of Commander Laurel in his Dimension Police. Now, the one thing I can say about Christian is, well, actually, I'll get with Christian later. But right now, we're talking about Jaden. Jaden's story, I think, is Calamity Tower. Is it Calamity Tower? Correct me if I misheard that. Ugh, I can't think. Or I can't talk right now. All I know is that it has something to do with either Calamity Tower or Gojo. I know that for a fact. It's between those two. However, someone just probably was saying that you should run all 4 because he's a good card. But the thing is, each of them and each of us have our own different playstyle of what deck that we want to have it as. So, I don't know why people are saying that Jaden needs to play either, all 4 Gojos or 4 of the Calamity Tower cards. I don't see that. And I don't really understand why. Like, someone would try and, say all this shit. Now, back on to Christian now. As far as the story I've heard, from what I've gathered, someone made a huge deal over Christian not playing all 4 copies of Commander Laurel. Now, if I recall, Commander Laurel is that unit that you rest all your other rear guards to stand your vanguard. And it gets another twin drive or a triple drive. So, that's what I know. But the thing is, if playing one Commander Laurel works for Christian, who the fuck are anyone else to decide? Unless you're like one of those Dimension Police fanboys who will diss anybody who doesn't play their own ideals. Like, because everybody these days now want to have their own same ideal, no creativity allowed. So, I don't get fucking why that's a big deal. And finally, Sam, this one was a hugest controversy as far as I can tell. This whole controversy. In fact, I even did a video about this one time. This, on Sam's ordeal, he doesn't play Tower Assault in his deck profile. When he was showing his deck profile on Jaden's channel, he doesn't play Tower Assault. And everyone made a huge fucking deal about Tower Assault because everyone is so used to having Tower Assault because, one, it helps you get multiple attacks off, but the downside is he loses 5k power. And he's like, what, like a 4,000 power? Unless you have a booster behind him. That is it. But you won't see him on the field long enough to make him those things. Because on your opponent's next turn, they're going to go aiming for Tower Assault. Like, unless your opponent intercepts him when they're attacking your Vanguard. But the thing is, I don't even run Tower Assault in my Aquaforce deck at all. Because, as far as I can tell, I have other units at my disposal that can just get the job done perfectly or differently. I don't need Tower Assault, who's going to lose 5k power when he attacks first and then attacks again. Now, the one side is you can actually have a boosted. If you have a boosted unit, that's a whole different story. But here's the thing: you don't see his ass literally on the field that long. Next, your opponent will go after Tower Assault, and you just wasted a unit that you could have, you couldn't guard with, but you just got multiple attacks off. My only thought on that is Tower Assault is meant to be a 1k attack, 1-turn kill kind of thing. If you can't get it off during stride, then your opponent basically gets fucked. But I just don't really see, and I don't understand why so many people will have to make this huge controversy over something that is so irrelevant, you know? Like the whole deal with me not playing Silent Tom. Christian's ordeal for not playing four Commander Laurels. Jaden's ordeal about not playing all four copies of Calamity Tower or Gojo. Correct me if I'm wrong with that, Jay. I'm just trying to remember this thought here. And then this whole controversy over Sam not using Tidal Assault. I mean, as far as anyone can tell us, this is our decks. These are the decks that we like to play, and if playing one Laurel works for Christian, that's cooch. If Sam prefers not to play Tidal Assault, being another Aqua Force unit, that's fine with him. And if Jaden likes to play Gojo or 2 Calamity Tower or 3 Calamity Towers or 2 Calamity Towers, that works with him. Who are we to actually say about that? Or the fact is, if I prefer not to play Silent Toms in my Oracle Think Tank deck, then what's the big deal? I don't see that whole thing, you know. I mean, I'm not saying that everyone's a bad player for using these cards, but it's just Vanguard gives you options. Vanguard gives you the opportunity to make your own deck the exact same way that you picture it. Only in your own imagination. Not from someone else's image, but your own. And to me, that is even more powerful than even having a deck that is literally now in the meta, like Amnesty Messiah is still in there, Night Rose is starting to slow down a bit, Shorut's game up there because of new support, Gavro's going to be up there now, Gold Paladins are a little bit, depending on the build, Thingsaver, Diablo's on top of everything else because Shadow Paladin has been dominating the Vanguard scene for years. And everyone's always trying to say, like, because it's Fan Blaster Abyss, which started the whole fanboy, Shadow Paladin fanboy bandwagon kind of shit, which I think is fucking stupid. And everyone's always downgrading people because, you know, the one thing that really pissed me off the most about Shadow Paladin players is that when they see a new unit like Clara's Sword Dragon, they automatically just brush it off it. Never giving him a chance, never pick him up, and saying that he's a piece of shit of a card. I played Clara's Sword Dragon in case you fuckers didn't know, or people you didn't know. Sorry guys, I'm a little testy tonight, so bear with me, please. After this video, I'm gonna give my Mountain Dew, okay? But I love Clarence Sword. I love him so much. Like, he's my favorite Shadow Paladin Strikebreaker. And all the stuff that goes with him, like, I like dragons. Like, hell, can you not tell? Honestly, guys, we shouldn't think what the Vanguard Society wants us to think. Like, we shouldn't be, you know, trying to recreate someone else's deck idea, like with Silent Tom's, Tile Salt, Commander Laurels, and all that shit. We need to think for ourselves for once. And we need to think about what the outcome is going to be. If it doesn't work for you, try something else different. Like, sure, most of you Dimension players, Police players, Dimension DP players, let's put it that way, DP, stands for Dimension Police / Double Penetration, let's put it that way, DP. Now, for most of you who are DP players, you know, if you're comfortable playing Laurels, all 4 of them, then that's on you. That's how you want to play the deck. That's on you. You don't have to just basically tell people, like, you're doing this very wrong. This deck's a trashy deck because you don't play all 4 Laurels. No, you don't fucking need to do that. And then for some of you people who play Aqua Force, if Tile Assault works for you, then that's Cooch. That's all fine. That's Gucci. But if Sam prefers not to play Tile Assault, then please keep your words to yourself and keep your mouth shut. Because that's how he likes to play. You play differently. It's simple as that. Same goes for Jaden. If in his Kagero deck, you don't go up against that Kagero deck and expect him not to play Calamity Towers, which actually helps you, yes, Soul Blast 2, draw a card. But still, if he prefers comfortable playing 2 or 3 Calamity Towers and 4 Gojos, then what's the big problem right there? Like, I don't see that. And then, finally, what is really the big deal about not playing Silent Toms in Oracle Think Tank? Sure, like I said, it can help you guard your opponent, prevent your opponent from guarding with grade zeros, but here's the thing. you won't see him survive another turn because they're all going to go up against him. They're going to go against him. And the thing is, you'll just waste your entire hand guarding his ass. So if you ask me, get rid of Silent Toms. If I don't want to play Silent Toms, I don't have to play Silent Toms. It's simple as that. Deck ideas is meant there for a reason, guys. I'm just saying this right now. Deck ideals, that's your own persona. That's what makes you, you. Oh, God. I'm just saying, guys, like, it's just not fair for some people because that's why half our community is so shitty right now, to be honest with you. It's very shitty because there's a lot of salt with it. And there's a lot of people that are trying to be like, you know, a leader in the Vanguard community. And I just don't see that fucking happening. But someone should not tell you how to run your deck knowing that it's your deck and it's your own playstyle. So whoever tells you to just play this or try to tell you anything different, saying that you're playing this deck wrong, you need to play this in a certain way, like how I do it, you know what I tell people? Fuck you. Tell them to go fuck yourself. Tell them to go fuck yourselves up the ass with a giant silver pitchfork. Simple as that. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I gotta say about this video right now because, you know, I did a lot of slurs right there and a lot of mishaps. But the main point across with this video is just do you. Just do what makes you feel comfortable playing and make your deck stronger. If you think the changes that you made are not as what you think, try again. Here's some famous quotes. First off, let's start with a quote from Ryuzu Miyojin in the Season 7. Even though a righteous man may fall 7 times, he will always rise again. That's a good quote. Here's another one from Madame Leona from the Haunted Mansion. You try, you fail, you try, you fail. But the only true failure is when you stop trying. Those are the two quotes that I believe are very much logical and very good reasons. So, to all my fellow subscribers and to my fellow Vanguard fighters in the Vanguard community, always remember about this game. It's about fun, it's about bringing smiles, and it's about being you. Remember, these games were made for a reason. It gets us away from drama, and we don't need drama in the community. I'm Siren Frost, and this is all I gotta say about it tonight. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys, and you leave a comment down below and tell me your guys' thoughts about this, and what your ideals are on your own personal level, and yeah, all that good stuff. So, anyways guys, I'm Siren Frost, see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, thumbs up for it, or flips up, you know, love you, kind of thing. And just, yeah, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and let me guys think about it. So, have a good night guys, I'm Siren Frost, signing out. Have a good weekend. Happy 4th of July.